Wow. I will say there are some things as his sister that I can't just unsee.
Bindi Irwin is reacting to the world obsessing over her younger brother, Robert Irwin. The 26-year-old was the latest guest on Kylie Kelce's Not Gonna Lie podcast and talked about the newfound interest in her brother after his underwear ad and announcement that he was joining Dancing with the Stars.
Your brother, Robert,
Yes.
was recently announced as a contestant on Dancing with the Stars, and he came out with a snake draped around his shoulders. As his
Yes.
sister, what has it been like to see the entire internet go nuts for your brother?
Wow. I will say there are some things as his sister that I can't just unsee.
Yep.
Like, this is, yes, because when he did the dancing announcement, he was also just shirtless. And he recently did his like Bonds commercial where he was just in his underwear. And it is rough. Like, I really want to be supportive. I really am so proud of him. You know, he's taking the message of conservation to new heights.
Even though Bindi admitted it is awkward seeing her brother in an underwear ad, she applauds him for always bringing it back to their conservation work.
He did a great turn, because the other thing that I did see related to that was him saying, now that you've seen my ad, we have a gala in Las Vegas.
Totally.
He turned it right back to conservation. So it's he kind of nailed the, hey, look over here, steer him in the right direction.
Yes.
I can really appreciate that.
Yes, and I think I was probably liking and commenting on his steering in the other direction posts more so than his.
Maybe that's why I got hit on that algorithm.
Yeah. But it's so cool, like watching him take the message, because we have a charity called Wildlife Warriors, and watching him grab people's attention in such a big way and then pivot and say, here's what we do, here's our work, here's our dedication to wildlife and conservation, and you can get involved. It is wonderful and extraordinary to watch him just shine. I mean, he's my little brother, so we're about 5.5 years apart. So I kind of feel like his second mum, where I'm kind of a mother hen. I'm like always trying to protect him, make sure he's okay. And I have been that way his whole life. And now just watching him shine and flourish and find his own path and voice, and it is so inspiring.
Regardless, she admits she does get protective when she sees so many people interested in her brother.
Do I get a little bit scared of the women and girls and some guys that kind of are very intense? I
Sure.
It's a lot. It can be a lot. But he's doing really well with all of it, and I am very proud of him. But yes,
it was a smooth bait and switch.
It's not just Robert's conservation work that Bindi is applauding. She is also praising him as an uncle to her 4-year-old daughter, Grace Warrior.
He is such a good uncle. We actually call him a Funcle as well. He
earned the title.
It's true. And it's so cool too, because as Grace has grown up, like she just gets more and more excited to go on Uncle Robert adventures, because you know he kind of like pushes the limits a little. He does fun things and exciting things, and so she loves it. And he is so present with her, which I love so much. You know, I think because we're a family business, so we run Australia Zoo together, and we do everything as a family unit. So it's kind of unique in the fact that we are so in our life is our work, right? So we are so involved in everything. So it's really nice that Grace has such a close-knit family, and I watch her and she is just so happy when Robert comes and like picks her up and he takes her off for an adventure. She just lights up, and it's just really lovely knowing that she's always going to have that. She'll always have our little family unit and that love surrounding her. And it's the same, like when we were growing up as kids, me and Robert, it's very similar with Dad. He would do the same thing where he would just pick us up and be like, okay, we're going to go hike up this mountain. Well, we're heading to the Simpson Desert to research fierce snakes. And off we would go. And it was just normal to us. And I love that Dad is Dad was such an adventurer, and I see that in Robert. Like, I see he is so similar to Dad, and I'm really glad that Grace is going to have that energy in her life like she would have had from Dad. You know, we call him Grandpa Crocodile, and it's fun because she gets to watch his documentaries, and it's really special. But I think Robert kind of brings that fun and adventure to our lives, and especially for her, it's really wonderful.
Bindi also says she loves seeing parts of their late dad, Steve Irwin, in Robert.
When we were growing up as kids, me and Robert, it's very similar with Dad. He would do the same thing where he would just pick us up and be like, okay, we're going to go hike up this mountain. Well, we're heading to the Simpson Desert to research fear snakes. And off we would go. And it was just normal to us. And I love that Dad was such an adventurer, and I see that in Robert. Like, I see he is so similar to Dad, and I'm really glad that Grace is going to have that energy in her life like she would have had from Dad. You know, we call him Grandpa Crocodile, and it's fun because she gets to watch his documentaries, and it's really special. But I think Robert kind of brings that fun and adventure to our lives, and especially for her, it's really wonderful.
The wildlife warrior also gave an update on her daughter, revealing she has her late dad's personality.
Grace, oh my goodness, she is a wild child. I mean, she has my dad's personality. I did not expect that. Having a little one, I was like, where did this come from? Oh, my dad. And living in a zoo is so special because she's able to run around and have so much fun. But at the same time, she's like, I'm going to climb higher in this tree, or, you know, I can do this by myself. I'm fine. I'm like, well, you're 4, so
Right.
we need to workshop this. But no, it is so much fun.
In the wide-ranging interview, Bindi gave an update on her health after getting her appendix removed along with 14 endometriosis lesions.
I am better every day. This is the first day I have worn pants since my surgery. So big moment. I've been in like those really flowy, you know,
Yes.
dresses and things because like, yeah. Whew. But it's good. They removed my appendix, and they stitched up a hernia, and I also had some more endometriosis, which they removed, which I'm really grateful for. So endometriosis has been part of my life since, oh gosh, I was 13. So it's been a long journey, but they removed more lesions, which is really exciting. And yeah, the disease itself goes undiagnosed for many, many years for most women who have it. So it's really tricky. And I'm very glad that they found more to take out. So it's up and up where every day is better. But yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully no more surgery for a little while because I've had a few now.